Skinny Hardaway Southern T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that thumbs up for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, greatly appreciate it if y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. Greatly appreciate everybody sliding through this thing. I'm gonna try not to take up too much of y'all time today, right? But I most definitely want to fill y'all in, on what's going on, right? So we know it's post Javante Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, right? We got a lot of news dropping, you know what I mean, here and there. We got a lot of, rumblings coming out here and there right now. This particular news, right? I missed this one, right? Because I personally don't own a DAZN subscription, right? I use, Showtime PBC, to watch the fight. When I watched it, right? I personally don't own DAZN subscription, right? So I had to find out about this, right, through, public, like through the public feed off social media, you know, through hearsay, right? But apparently this weekend, the zone, pulled the move, or apparently the zone crashed, right? Either the zone pulled the move or the zone crashed. And a lot of people didn't get a chance to view the pay-per-view of Javante Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Not only did a lot of people not get a chance to view the pay-per-view in itself, right? They got charged for the pay-per-view, right? Not only did they get charged for the pay-per-view, but a lot of the people got charged multiple times for the same pay-per-view, right? And you don't necessarily have to take my word for it, right? Because I'm about to show you guys something real quick. This is just, this is a one-out fan, right? He posted this. Now this is just one fan that posted this, right? But this has happened to more than just one person, right? I'm going to show you a graphic. Let me turn my brightness. Let me turn my brightness up. Let me turn my brightness. Let me turn my brightness up so I can show y'all what's going down, so you don't gotta take my word for it. Let me show y'all this graphic. Y'all know we like to do this thing live in the flesh, right? So here we go, right? This is the zone. I don't have the zone, right? So this wasn't a me problem. But you can see this man volunteered to post his account, right? April 22nd, the zone limited, $98, $98, $98, $98, $98, $98, right? So you got the zone crashing on the night of the fight, right? You got the zone crashing on the night of the fight for some people not being able to see it, right? And then you got a lot of people, complaining that the zone charged them multiple times. Now, this is like the second time this year that we had an incident, not with the zone, right? But this is like the second time this year that we had an incident with a service. The first one was BLK Prime. Now you got the zone, right, charging people for pay-per-views that they didn't pay for, right? In this case, the zone charged, the zone multi-charged people for these pay-per-views, and a lot of people didn't even get a chance to see the pay-per-view, right? What the zone said is that because of everybody trying to view the pay-per-view, everybody trying to see the pay-per-view, right? That's what caused it to crash, right? Now that is one problem, right? But how do you explain the zone multi, charging people? I just showed you the graphic, and I'm gonna show it to you again. I'm gonna show it to you again. Right? They charge people up to about 9 times. You know what I mean? And now look, I did a Southern T EP earlier this year, right? About the zone being in the whole, you know what I mean, $billion plus, right? The zone being in the whole multi-million, you know what I mean, dollars. And now all of a sudden you got a zone, a mistake, right? A mistake that happened with the zone charging people 9 times. Now I did what's good, D Freak. First of all, let me say what's up to everybody in the business. Let me say what's up to everybody in the business, so I won't be rude. What's good, Ray Buck? Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Ray. Glad you can make it. Came. What's good, Jazz? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. Queen, Quee, what's good, Quee? Appreciate you sliding through this thing. A17 was good. A17. My boy D Free said, yeah, I'm one of those people, and I only got it from the second round of the main event. And that's crazy. Shout out my guy D Free. So my guy D Free said he had the same issue too. You got somebody, not everybody, right? You know, they got charged multiple times, right? I'm about to, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all the graphic first, right? I'm gonna show y'all the graphic again, you know, just for relevance. Y'all know I like to do it live. Right. You see the zone with the multiple charges. See the zone with the multiple charges, right? And then you got some people who saying that they didn't even get a chance to watch the fight. You got my brother D Free saying that you know, he didn't see the fight as far as the second round. You know what I mean? And the zone came out and said, you know, that's because the pay-per-view wasn't high demand, but how do you explain, you know, the multiple charging of the card, right? But I digress, right? Saturday's fight between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia was so massive that the DAZN pay-per-view stream did not work for many of those customers and charged customers up to 9 times for the event. So that means the customers paid $900, you know, for Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia pay-per-view event. Now, peep this. The zone was also running the special, right? Where you could pay for your subscription for the zone, and you will only have to pay $40 for that pay-per-view. So my thing is, how did the people even end up paying $98 anyway? If I wasn't mistaken, right? They were running a special to where if you with your subscription from the zone, you get the pay-per-view for $40. I could have sworn I saw that, you know what I mean, on Twitter, right? But as you see, the zone due to the what the zone said was due to the heavy you know, influx of people buying the pay-per-view, that's what caused it to crash, right? But the question that people got now is what caused them to charge multiple people, you know, up to 9 times for one event, right? But I digress. I'm gonna keep reading. The zone is having a hard few days. Not only did one of their most recognizable fighters, Ryan Garcia, take a loss, but the stream did not work for many of the zone subscribers. Many of the zone subscribers wanted to take advantage of the $60. It was a $60 special, not a $40 special, right? So it was a $60 special. Many subscribers wanted to take advantage of the $60 price tag versus paying $84 on Showtime pay-per-view. The issue was frustrating, and the zone tweeted a message acknowledging the problem and said that they were working on it. At a later point, the zone even suggested that the issue was resolved, but some subscribers still were posting on Twitter saying that they couldn't access the stream during the fight. If that wasn't issue enough, those who submitted a trouble ticket through the zone's virtual assistant were told they will receive an answer within 24 hours, which has still not happened. The zone does not have anyone you can speak to, and their live chat continuously mentioned that no one is available to help at this time. Here lies the issue. For those that don't know, when the zone started back in 2016, they sold everyone the business model that pay-per-view is dead, while also saying that they will put on the best fights for a low price of $10.99 a month. The zone created a commercial that made its way across social media, essentially burying the pay-per-view model. As the zone started their spending spree of signing fighters and paying them above market price, the zone was forced to increase the monthly subscription to $20 a month, $99 a year to keep the doors open. So as we speak, even then, the legacy subscribers were allowed to keep the same rate as long as they did not cancel their subscription, which only lasted less than a year before everyone was forced to pay the same. Then years later, after the contracts of those initially signed during the inception ran out, were bought out, the zone backtracked and started to do pay-per-view events on their platform at the top of the subscription, following the model of ESPN Plus, Fight TV, and more. NPBC, they didn't want to say PBC. It was a hard pill to swallow, but fans did it as they proceeded with the good fights. Will quiet any complaining about the fights being on pay-per-view. In February, DAZN sent the press release. New prices increased again. What is the new price proposition? From February 16th, subscribers in the U.S. will be charged $24.99 a month or $224 for the entire year. You can sign up to DAZN's 12-month plan for $19 a month, or you could pay the total year fee of $2,040. So basically what they're saying right there is, DAZN had been upping the price on things for some time now, right? On top of what's going on now, they saying DAZN had been running into problems, right? But basically what we getting it right here is DAZN initially said, right, that the pay-per-view would be cheaper, right? They will sell it for 60, not 84. So you'll be able to get a better price versus the PBC price, right? So when people bought the subscription, that was a lie, right? They still ended up paying $100, right? They ended up paying more than $84, right? The PBC price was $84. The DAZN subscription ended up taking for multiple people, right? Ended up taking they ended up not being able to see the pay-per-view, and the DAZN subscription ended up charging multiple people multiple times for one pay-per-view, right? One guy, what's his name? Abraham Gonzalez. Abraham Gonzalez is the one that posted that graphic, and he also said that he ran into the same problem with Canelo versus John Ryder. Here's the graphic, if y'all didn't see it. Man said he was charged multiple times. You see Saturday, April 22nd, 2023. You see multiple charges, $98.59. He said originally they said he was supposed to pay $60. He ended up paying $900. Ended up charging him 9 times for the same pay-per-view. You know what I mean? My guy Derek Alexander said, I didn't have an issue while the event was happening, but I don't like how you can't rewatch it on DAZN. Shout out my guy Derek. So my guy Derek said he didn't have a problem watching it. Not everybody. Yeah, see, you see that there? Not everybody had the problem there, but it is multiple people that had the problem. And DAZN said, DAZN was sending everybody to customer service, right? And they were saying that they had an issue worked out in 24 hours. And they say it's been 24 hours and DAZN has yet to work the issue out with anybody. So it's people. Not everybody paid $900, right? But it's multiple people out here that paid up to $900 for this pay-per-view. Some of them, some might have paid $400, some might have paid $200 or whatever. Some might have paid $700, right? But it's been reported, right? Multiple people have reported that they've been charged multiple times for this one fight. Also, people have reported that they didn't even get a chance to see this fight. You know what I mean? Because the event was crashing during the stream. My brother D Free said he didn't get his event on until the second round of the main event. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy J.A. Dixon. Appreciate you sliding through. Right, I did an EP on this, y'all. You remember I did an EP, about DAZN, going broke and them having to have a good year, or they was getting the plug pulled on it. About DAZN losing $8.3 billion. Remember I did that? I said they're gonna be more inclined. They're gonna be more inclined to make these big fights, right? Now I didn't think they was gonna be more inclined to start scamming people, right? I didn't think they was gonna be more inclined to start scamming people, right? You know what I mean? But when it sounded like earlier this year, DAZN back was up against the wall, right? You know what I mean? And I ain't saying that this was done on purpose, but it was done, right? Let's do that. I'm finna bring it up, right? Just want to show y'all what's up. But yeah, that's a real. That was good. Quick. Yeah, that's a real thing. But y'all remember I did that. DAZN boxing loses $8.3 billion since 2016. You know what I mean? Type deals, and we ran it down. And this was something that they reported, right? This was all their news. You know what I mean? Type deal. So you got them already losing money. You got the owner of DAZN coming out and saying that we got to make tremendous either down. They saying Tank did 1.3 million pay-per-views. Yep. See, hey, look, and then look, when they told me, when I heard the number of Boss Red, which is why I ain't put it out there yet, right? It was right before I've been, told y'all that they was kind of with the zone happening. I'm gonna show y'all the graphic again. People just sliding in. Appreciate you sliding through this thing, Boss Red. I had dropped the numbers on Tank Gate earlier. You know what I mean? I dropped the first estimate on Tank Gate early. Tank did roughly around 9 million, in the gate. But the zone, right? The issue the zone is facing right now is the zone got customers complaining that they never even saw the fight that they paid for. They got customers saying that they said the zone said that they were going to be paying $60, and they ended up paying $100 anyway, and they was charged multiple times. Right? You see this one guy, right? See the one guy, he put his MasterCard up. His name is right. His name is in here. What's his name? I was just on his name. What's his name? This guy, he put, this is his personal bank statement, right? Abraham Gonzalez. This is Abraham Gonzalez, right? He volunteered it, right? So he got charged 1, 2, 3, 4 times, 5. You see 6. He got charged, and that's just what he put up there, right? You can see 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see he got charged 6 times, and that's what he just put up there, right? I'm pretty sure you can scroll on it, but that's the one he posted. So this guy, just from what we could see, right? He said now, but just what we could see, right? He paid at least $600 for a pay-per-view that he never got to see, right? And he's not the only person that's experiencing this problem. And what everybody's saying is when you call DAZN, they send you to customer service. They tell you to file your grievance. You have an answer in 24 hours, and no call in 24 hours, right? And I just showed you my Southern Tea that I did months ago, right? Telling you that DAZN was, losing money, right? Since they started in 2016, DAZN in general, not just DAZN boxing, right? But DAZN boxing too as well. I think a large part of that, right? They've lost $8.3 billion since its existence, right? And that's never good for business. 8.3 billion, it's never good for business in no kind of way, right? And in this 3 months ago, that thing got 200 views, right? 200 views for their likes. I broke it down. What the owner was saying, he was like, now it's time for them. He said it was trial and error. They learn from their mistakes. Nobody's job is in danger, but from here going forward, they expect better production. They expect to be gaining and not losing, right? I broke this thing down, type deal, but and now you got this whole. I don't want to necessarily call it a scam, right? Because we don't necessarily know if the zone, but it looked pretty scamish. You know what I mean? But to me, especially when it's been reported, when you can Google it, it's Google, right? Y'all could go to Google right now. If y'all don't want to take my word for it, all y'all go to Google right now and Google DAZN 8.3 billion loss, right? Google it and tell me, don't you find the article that you looking for, right? You don't necessarily got to take T word for it. You know what I mean? But DAZN got to answer some questions, man. You know what I mean? DAZN got to answer some questions. This ain't go just go away. People ain't just go forget you charged them 3 times. True, Allah was good. True, appreciate you sliding through. In here breaking down this DAZN thing. In here breaking down, everything what's going on. With DAZN, the aftermath from the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all almost realize, right? Let's really get deep into it. I'm finna roll up. Y'all got time? Y'all feel like being bothered right now? Y'all won't listen to me because I could really get in the depth about this. I was gonna end it at 25, but y'all, let's think about this. Y'all realize that Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Matter of fact, before I tell y'all, because I know y'all watch box, but I want to see if y'all was paying attention, right? Do y'all remember one of the key reasons that Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy almost didn't let this fight happen? Do y'all remember one of the main reasons they didn't fight happen? And PBC eventually just, gave way. They eventually just gave way and broke because Javante said, hey, give them whatever they want. And shout out Javante for making that happen, right? In retrospect, I'm starting to think about this, man. Y'all remember one of the main problems, one of the big problems for Ryan Garcia and Javante Tank Davis not happening right was Golden Boy wanting to being able to sell that fight on their. He said, break it down, feed the people this great knowledge. China my guy True Allah. One of the big problems in that fight, he said, we keep telling y'all, Ricky, what's good, Rick? Shout out my guy Rick slide through. Rick, Rick, hear me out, Rick, right? You remember one of the biggest problems in Ryan Garcia? I ain't gonna put Ryan Garcia in because this ain't got nothing to do with Ryan Garcia. This Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. You remember Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, and Ryan Garcia was saying, make the fight happen, give him what he want. But Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy almost messed this fight up again because they wanted to have this fight on their platform so bad. Y'all remember that? They wanted to have this fight on their platform so bad, bro. They was about to throw this fight in because PBC wanted full control of the fight, right? And then they eventually, PBC even said, you know what, man, we're not giving y'all this fight on y'all platform. We want full control. But then Javante Tank Davis started getting a little backlash. People started saying, oh, man, Tank, give him what he want. Give him what he want. And Tank said, you know what, man, just give him what he want. And they gave him this fight on DAZN. They almost didn't push this fight to have it on DAZN pay-per-view. And then they pulled that $60 move, right? They pulled that $60 move, right? So they almost threw the fight away because they couldn't get it on DAZN. They tried to get you in there with the cheap way and say, look, you could spend $60 here and watch the fight, right? Just to not let you see to not let half the people see the fight, right? And then to charge more than half the people multiple times, for a fight that they didn't see. Now, some people didn't have no issues at all. My brother D Free, I don't think my brother D Free got charged multiple times, but he had issues with seeing the fight. He didn't get his DAZN to work until the second round, right? You know what I mean? But it's some people out here who didn't get to see the fight at all and who got charged multiple times and who didn't pay $60. They paid $98. They paid $100. The thing was, right, well, Showtime PPC making you pay $84. DAZN making you pay $60. Why wouldn't I pay $60 over $84, right? You know what I mean? If some people feel scammed, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised that they feel scammed. If I had done it, I will feel scammed. I will feel scammed too. Especially when you look at how like they buttered you in. Like they buttered you in to getting that fight on DAZN. Think about it. They almost threw the fight away, right? This was it almost feel like a master plan when you realize that they almost canceled the whole fight because they couldn't get this fight on DAZN. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put D Free coming back up there. Yeah. And it's just crazy. And then when you call them and they tell them, right, they tell you, we'll resolve your issue in 24 hours. 24 hours go by, no issue resolved. My guy Ricky said they be undermining PBC every chance they get. Tyrone Golden Boy had their turn, but people asking PBC to do what no other promotional company had to do or give up. Ricky, think about it like this, Ricky. They telling you even deeper, right? We've been saying this for a minute. I know you have, right? I have guys like us, We've been saying this for a minute. Think about this. They tell you all the time, right? Who going broke? Who going broke? PBC going broke. PBC paper at first, right? Like the article just alluded to. At first, DAZN told you PBC taking your money. They charging you. Top Rank too, right? And Top Rank about to do their first own pay-per-view, right? Top Rank did a pay-per-view with the PBC before, right? But now they about to do a pay-per-view with Devin Haney and Lomachenko, right? Top Rank and Golden Boy was telling you PBC taking your money by charging you for pay-per-view. We giving you free fights. Pay-per-view is what's killing boxing. They making fans pay for these fights. They killing pay-per-view, right? And now you got DAZN doubling back doing pay-per-view. You got ESPN Top Rank about to put on Devin Haney and Lomachenko on pay-per-view. It's like they want to talk bad about the PBC for so long, right? They've been talking bad about the PBC for so long. They want us to believe that the PBC doing everything so wrong, right? But slowly you see them taking on the same model in the same mode as the PBC, right? You got DAZN who said to heck with pay-per-views, right? and then came back to pay-per-views, right? And then they pulled this move. A1, what's good? A1, A1, it's even deeper than that, man. What's good? I love seeing these TWTs in here. Shout out my guy D Free. Shout out my guy Ricky Williams. Shout out my guy A1. Man, it's even deeper. Shout out my guy DP Rock. I appreciate you sliding through this thing. DP Rock, glad to see all y'all in the building. Yo, if y'all could hit that thumbs up for your boy. We in here, we just shooting the spit on DAZN, and you know what's going on with they whole Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia situation. I myself was a little late on this one, right? Because I don't got DAZN, right? I don't got DAZN. I watch mine through the Showtime, PBC side, right? So I ain't necessarily had these problems, so I won't hip to it. But I ran across this today. I saw a couple of people complaining about it on YouTube. Then I saw the tweet that had been viral, the Abraham Gonzalez guy, right, who put his statements up there. I'm gonna show y'all the statements again in a second for the people that's coming in. So what's going on with DAZN is a lot of people, didn't even get a chance to see the fight the night of the fight because the DAZN app crashed. Not only did a lot of people not get a chance to see the fight on fight, some people didn't get a chance to see it at all. Some people got to see it in the middle of it. Some people got to see it late, right? But not only did some people not get a chance to see the fight, a lot of people got multi-charge fight, right? And a lot of people was under the assumption that they were going to be paying $60, but they ended up paying $98. And they ended up paying $98 multiple times, right? You see this one guy. Let me try to make this clear as possible. You see this one guy, Abraham Gonzalez. He volunteered this for himself, right? You see, he charged him 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, right? 6 times, right? So you see that guy particularly himself, he got charged, right? 98, 98, 98, 96, 98, 98, right? He got charged about $600, about 600 and some change, probably when you add up all the tax. That man probably paid $638 for a pay-per-view that he didn't even get a chance to see. I love boxing, right? I wanted to see Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia just bad as the other person, just bad as anybody else, right? But I'm not paying no $638 for it. You know what I mean? Type deal. So it's even deeper than just it's crash, right? It's looking like the move though, Ricky, right? Is it not starting to look like the move? He said DAZN on everybody flash stick or soul player. You know what I mean? But now it's people out here who really support DAZN, right? Think about all those UK guys, right? Think about all the UK people. Think about all the people, right, who really had to buy that pay-per-view, right? We know better than to mess with DAZN over here, right? We know better than that. But it's people out here, right, who really, was trying to support DAZN. People who've been supporting DAZN, right? They got, did in with this move. And think about it. Think about all the ways, right, that they got these people in, right? Think about all the ways that they got these people in, man. Right? They almost called the fight off. Like one of the biggest problem, right? I don't even go say one of, but the biggest problem with this fight being made, right, was, DAZN wanting to get, paid like they was helping promoting the fight. They wanted to get a big bag. They wanted to be able to show it on DAZN. And PBC was like, man, if we doing all the work, y'all not gonna be getting, paid like y'all doing the work. So the fight almost didn't go through, right? But Gervonta Tank Davis caught backlash. Fizzle was good, Fizzle. But Gervonta Tank Davis caught backlash, right? Like, why you being so difficult? Just give him what he want and make the fight happen. So Gervonta said, you know what, man? Just give him what he want. And the next day, PBC gave him what they want. And we had the fight on, right? DAZN said, we go show it on our platform and y'all can show it on y'all platform, right? DAZN came out with the plan, right? What we go do is we go run the special. PBC is overcharging you. They gonna charge you 84. We go charge you 60, right? So they got people, right, to pay 60 instead of paying 84. But in the end, the people ended up paying $98 and they ended up paying it multiple times. You know what I mean? I showed y'all the graphic. You know what I mean? They hit that man with about 6 different charges, right? Visibly, right? They hit him with about 6 different charges that we could see. And some people say that they got hit with about 9 of them. So with some people out here, they paid 900 for a pay-per-view. On top of, right, it coming out earlier this year that DAZN is 8.3, has lost $8.3 billion, right? On top of it coming out this year that DAZN has lost $8.3 billion since its existence. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna show y'all the graphic for the people that just got in. I know my brother Fad just got in, right? He probably want to see the graphic. I'm gonna show the graphic. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time today. All right, but I'm gonna show y'all the graphic again. This is Alfonso Gomez. Alfonso Gomez volunteered this, right? This his account. You know, that things they charge Alfonso Gomez. Let me get that way. Let me get that way. They charge Alfonso Gomez one time. $98. See, $98. They charge him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times that you can see, right? And some people got charged more than 9 times. You know what I mean? Some people got charged more than 9 times. And 88, shout out my guy 88. He's at the zone, said them 2 for 1s is really 1 for 2s. Right, Ricky. Right, Ricky. Right, for real though. Right. And then now the killing part is what really make it look bad, y'all, is they went so hard to get the fight on the zone just so they could sell it on pay-per-view. Solely not to show people. Ricky said got him. Ricky said got him. Ricky, they went so hard, bro. They was acting like they wanted to show their people to fight so bad. They wanted to do everything. They said, we don't just want our people to have to get showtime. Some people in the UK can't even get showtime, right? We want to be able to show our people, to fight our loyal DAZN subscribers, right? This is a big fight. We need to have it. They went through so much to get that fight on DAZN pay-per-view, bro, to not show more than half the people and then to charge half the people multiple times for the that was Ricky said, bro, that was like 88. Them folks is dirty. The zone is dirty, dog. They had this they said BLAK Prime. If BLAK, they said I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that, but Rick, them folks were like, guide them. Ha. They're like, ha, guide them. That's terrible, bro. 5. And really, and he just showed 6 of them, man. Ain't no telling how many times dude got charged. He just screenshotted 6 of them. It looked like it was still more to go. No cap. It looked like it was still more to go. That was Alfonso Gomez. He volunteered his junk. He put his junk up there. But he ain't the only one. D Free said he couldn't even get his fights to show until the second round. He said what's crazy, since them was considered based offshore, U.S. citizen, Persian legal charges against their ass. Because what if dude kind of got overdrawn? They not issuing refunds. A1, when you go to the website, right, they send you the customer service. Customer service tell you that it's going to take them 24 hours to get back with you with a resolution. But they never get back with you for a resolution. Ain't nobody been issued a refund. The zone not issuing the refunds right now. They telling people that they working on the issue. They telling people that they working on the issue. That's what they telling people. Nobody has been given a refund yet. Now imagine the people. Right, who got bills to pay. These people bills ain't trying to hear. They waiting on the issue. Facts, 5, 6 for 1, bro. 6 for 1. And I'm gonna keep throwing this out there, y'all. This is on top of it leaking this year coming out. The zone has lost $8.3 billion since its existence. I'm gonna keep throwing that part out there. This is on top of it coming out that the zone has lost $8.3 billion since its existence. You know what I mean? Jay Gibb, too dirty. I know Alfonso Gomez is hot. He said, "Now them motherfuckers pull oh, dog, I got the hookup type ish. Ain't no way them motherfuckers gonna have people at their headquarters protesting, bro, bro." It will make it even worse, but it's the move to get people in. I almost thought about going the DAZN route and paying the 60. Them folks said we go charge our 60. They end up charging them 600. How you go from 60? It's not funny, yo, but how you go from paying? How you go, bro? Imagine thinking you finna pay 60, bro. I had DoorDash some food this morning that messed my order up, and they go give me my $30 back later. I got mad. I paid $60 for some food. I'm not supposed to pay 30. Imagine thinking you go pay $60, bro, and end up paying 600. I had to pay a little double, and I got mad, bro. Imagine if I had to pay 100% more than what I thought. 100% more, but that's 100%. 60, right? That's right. Yeah, I think my mathing. That's right, ain't it? But that's 100% value, bro. Come on, bro. That's 100% devalue for. You thought you gonna pay 60, you pay 600. Man, come on, bro. That's 100% decrease, right? That's what I'm looking for. That's the term. That's 100% decrease. You know what I mean? Come on, man. That's 100% decrease, bro. I'm glad I didn't go mess with they funk ass. I'm glad I didn't go mess with they funk ass. He said, "PhD, don't scan RJ is best there. Now they using the computer to answer the." Yeah, true. True. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. They sending you straight to customer service, and customer service is telling you nobody is here. They go get back with you in 24 hours, and they not getting back with nobody, yo. Yo, I don't know if this y'all first time, but if y'all could do your boy solid, not make your last time, hit that thumbs up. You could be anywhere right now, but you here. Greatly appreciate it. I'm about to show the graphic again pretty soon, right? You know, we do this thing live, right in the flesh. I'm about to show y'all the graphic. Alfonso Gomez, he made this public, right? He put up his bank statement. He showed that they charged him multiple times, right? And he said he didn't even get a chance to see the fight. He said the app crashed the night of. He didn't get a chance to see the fight. And the DAZN charged him multiple times. They were supposed to charge him 60. They ended up charging him $100 6 times, right? And he said 9 times, but he showed us 6 times, right? So I'm gonna just say 6. But it's people out here who've been charged up to 9 times for one fight, and a lot of them didn't even get a chance to see. So my thing is, for the people like Alfonso Gomez, I'm about to show it to y'all. For the people like Alfonso Gomez, right? What you gonna do about that man $600, $900 for the people with, even for the people with $100 because they're supposed to pay 60, right? Hey, would I be crazy? Hey, 8.3. I did an EP on. I got it up here right now. You know what I mean? I got it up here right now because I remember talking about it. It was 3 months ago. But let me show y'all this graphic that Alfonso Gomez dropped. I know people just rolling in. So for people just rolling in, you know, for the EP purposes, people just rolling in. People might be watching the playback. Get to see it one time. Here you go, right? Alfonso Gomez, right? He put his account up there. You see DAZN Limited. It charged $98. DAZN Limited, $98. April 22nd, right? April 22nd, $98. April 22nd, $96, right? April 22nd, right? $98. April 22nd, right? DAZN Limited, $98, right? So that man was supposed to pay $60. That man was supposed to pay $60, and that man ended up paying roughly. He paid about $700 for that pay-per-view that night, man. That dude, visibly, he paid about $700, right? That we could see, that we could add up. That man paid about $670 that night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That man paid about $600 that night, man. It's rough. That's rough right there, bro. They gotta fix that, bro. How y'all just go surcharge people like that, man? But they ain't even surcharge, bro. That's a disgrace to surcharge. That's an insult to surcharge. Surcharge ain't even like that. Surcharge get you for 30, 40. Now goddamn 600, 700, 500, 600, 700. So they don't even have a US based office. Ricky, is bro, what people say is looking like they not planning on paying these people back. It's looking like they're not planning on trying to get these people right. That's what it's looking like. They telling people 24 hours and then shit, they going missing. Man, that was like BLK Prime dude. I could do it. Fizzle said that's why I called the zone DAZN because they sweeping bank accounts while you sleep. Dog, rematch room at the home. That's terrible. He said so. He said so. Only they didn't get to see the fight. They got charged multiple times. You should have read the small print at the bottom. Look at that, dog. For real, that's filthy right there, dog. That's some filthy stuff. Now that's filthy, bro. That's putting scammers to bed, bro. He said, "I be catching the fight over there, bro." No, that's wicked behavior. But if y'all just get here, let me catch y'all. Everybody, let's get serious for a second, right? I know some of the fam been here, but it's people that just rolling in. First things first, man, because y'all do your boy a favor, hit that thumbs up for your boy. I got 16 people in the building. I got 19 likes. I know more than 19 of y'all been through here, right? If y'all could help get your boy right, man. So this the scoop, right? We all know the big fight this weekend, Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Reported Gate did $9 million, right? It's being rumored that the pay-per-view did $1 million, right? I heard $1 million. You got somebody came here and said that the rumor they did 1.3 million, right? I heard that they did about $1 million pay-per-views, right? I haven't reported that because I don't want to jump out there on the gun and report that one yet because I want to see about that before I get to that one, right? But that Gate, that 9 million, that's solid. You can take that to the bank. That John did 9 million plus in Gate, right? Successful. So that's successful. That's just so they earn 9 million strictly off the Gate and like the concessions and ticket sales and all that. That John did 9 million, right? But a successful fight this weekend, right? The Zone ran a special for the fight, right? The Zone, who don't do pay-per-views, they said, you know what, we won't end on the pay-per-view with Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Tank Davis, right? That was one of the big reasons that the fight almost didn't happen because the PBC didn't want the Zone getting in on the pay-per-view, right? They didn't want them being able to sell it on their platform because they feel like it'll take away from them selling it on their platform, right? Which makes sense. But the Zone was real intent on having it been on their platform too, right? So Gervonta Tank Davis started to take a little backlash, like y'all being difficult, right? Make the fight happen, give him what he wants. So Tank said, you know what, give him what he wants. So the fight, so the PBC ended up allowing the Zone to show the fight on the Zone pay-per-view, right? So they showed the fight on the Zone pay-per-view, but something happened the night of the pay-per-view. The night of the pay-per-view, for a whole lot of people, the pay-per-view crashed and they didn't get to see the fight at all. Not only did the pay-per-view crash the night of the fight for a lot of people, the pay-per-view crashed the night of the fight for a lot of people. The thing in the Zone charged them $98 instead of the $60 that they signed up for. So it was an extra $30 charge on a lot of people who thought they was about to pay 60. They paid 98. And on a lot of people, right? Not only did they have to pay 98, they had to pay 98 more than, you know what I mean, one time. There's a lot of people out here who had to pay $98 multiple times. And when I say multiple times, I mean like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as high as 9 times. It's people out here reportedly, it's multiple people out here reportedly that had been charged more than 9 times for the fight, Gervonta Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia, and they didn't even get a chance to see the fight the night of the fight because the app crashed. You know what I mean? And they said if the Zone filed for bankruptcy, man, y'all money gone, bro. In '88, and it already came out earlier this year, right? That the Zone has lost $8.3 billion since its existence. You know what I mean? And that's basically what I'm getting at, right? They've been losing since they started. Earlier this year, the owner of the Zone, he came out and said, people's job not in jeopardy, right? But it got to be some changes, you know what I mean, here going forward. We said we learned through trial and error. We made mistakes, but moving forward, I'm expecting better results. So the owner of the Zone, he basically put the pressure out, on his on his employees, the match rooms, the golden boys, right? The soccer leagues, right? The cricket leagues, right? Everybody, right? He put the pressure on them. So they gotta, they gotta find a way to get this money back. Now I tell you this: if they ended up filing bankruptcy, we know it's a scam, right? They can't do that, 88. If they filed bankruptcy, man, we know it's a scam. They collected money and they got up out of there. if the bankruptcy talks even start to come up, man, we know it was a scam. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna hold y'all in this thing too long, man. I want to watch these games, man. I don't know if anybody else live right now. I could crank up the chill session, but I keep this thing at 48. You know what I mean? Greatly appreciate y'all folks sliding through this thing, man. Skin Hardaway 7T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but just the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.